Welcome to another daily dose of peace. My name is Willow and I am your facilitator or conduit for today. This is an invitation for you to be present and fully here with you. Thank you to those of you who are here live and thank you to those of you who are watching the replay. This is an invitation to hear my voice as that, an invitation, and to take this time for you. You're invited to close your eyes and really bring all of your awareness, your consciousness, and your presence into you. Bringing your awareness to your sensations in your body, noticing on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, I don't know how I got out of bed this morning, and 10 being, I am blissfully at peace. Go ahead and notice where you are. And just start focusing on your breath. Notice the temperature of your breath, and on that scale of 1 to 10, 1 being I don't know how I got out of bed this morning, and 10 being I'm blissfully at peace. Just notice where you are. Notice where your breath is in your body. And bring your awareness to you. Nothing to change, nothing to fix. Just notice your breathing pattern. Notice your energy and notice where you are right now. And then you're invited to give yourself permission to put the outside world on pause right now. And really focus back on this breath and notice the breath as it touches your nose, and take that breath deeper into your body, all the way down to the pelvic floor. And if you cannot feel it in the pelvic floor, just imagine the pelvic floor expanding as you bring that breath and your awareness all the way down. And then pulling that up, feeling the belly expand, the rib cage expand, the chest expand, the throat expand. Bringing that breath all the way up to the skull and pausing. And then slowly exhaling, just releasing the muscles, allowing that exhale to extend 2 to 3 times the length of the inhale. And then let this be your breath. Let this be your rhythm, and let your body be your guide. Noticing your breath and focusing on your breath. If you get lost in thoughts, bring your awareness back to your breath. And just notice that breath. Notice your body and the weight of your body right now. Notice how it shifts as you inhale and exhale, the expansion and the contraction. As you exhale, what else can you soften? Your shoulders, your belly, letting your eyes sink in a little deeper. Maybe even giving yourself an audible exhale if you need to really drop something and let it go. Ah. Ah. Just really letting it all go. As you continue to focus on softening your body, notice the sensations. When you feel the sensations, notice your desire to either breathe into them or run from them. is your natural tendency to face it or to run from it? And it's just an awareness, and it's okay. There's nothing to judge, nothing to do, just you seeing you. What if we breathe into that sensation? And we just feel it, and then we exhale it. What if we just let our breath go through our bodies? Just bringing awareness to what distracts us and what allows us to be at peace. Is there a story around the sensation or a story that distracts you from being present? Or is it a physical sensation? And then what needs to be done to allow that to just pass or resolve, if anything? Maybe it's just not telling the story anymore. Maybe it's changing the story. Maybe it's accepting that this sensation or awareness is just feedback. And when we accept it fully as feedback, then we get to decide what we would like to do with that information. And maybe there's nothing to do with it, and that's okay too. And so now you're invited to just let all that go and start focusing on things that bring you joy and that you appreciate right now. What do you appreciate already this morning? Whether it be the fresh air to breathe, the silence, your presence. Maybe it's the little things, it's celebrating the pause that we took recently. That we're noticing our own patterns changing as our presence becomes a dominant feature and peace becomes normal. Maybe it's seeing where we used to react, we now choose to just be, witness, and not engage. Where we choose to honor ourselves versus abandon. When we feel shut down or as though someone is not hearing us or not seeing us, being okay with it and not needing to be seen or heard. Instead, choosing to honor self and recognize that we're all in different places, and that's okay. And it's okay to choose to surround ourselves with people that we feel safe and good in their presence and that we feel seen and heard. And it's okay to not engage in conversations that don't resonate with us. And it's okay to stand up for ourselves and stand up for the things that we believe in. And sometimes that's not easy. It usually isn't. However, when we choose to stand in our power and in our integrity and act with responsibility, it raises an ability to respect oneself. And when we respect ourselves because we know we are acting from integrity, it's easy to let go of others' opinions and others' thoughts. When our words and our behaviors are in alignment, and we are who we say we are, it's easy. However, it sounds very simple, and it's not. It requires presence. It requires clarity. It requires self-awareness. It requires emotional intelligence. In order to be fully responsible and clear, we have to first know ourselves. Which is what you're doing right now. Taking this time to slow down, reflect, listen. Listen to your own body. Your own downloads, your own insight. Getting clear on what those messages are and how you receive. Do you know how you receive? How does it feel in your body? What is the difference between receiving and forcing, or deciding, or creating? One comes from, most times when it's being received, there's an inspired action. It feels like inspiration. It's something that is outside of our comfort zone, outside of our awareness, that sparks, and it's this new energy that we're not sure how or what or where, but it's there. And it's okay to sit in stillness and wait for that spark. Sometimes when we're going through transitions, there is this urgency, this desire, this need, when in reality that is the point, that we need to surrender and allow what's leaving to leave, and not fight it, not force it, not take it personal. Just accept this is what's happening right now. And it is a result of my previous choices. What we are choosing to evolve into requires a shedding of what we were. Growing pains, we went through them as teenagers. As our body grows, as we grow, there's a discomfort. If we do sports or have started any new education program or learning, we start and it seems overwhelming. New routine, all this learning. However, it then sinks in and becomes a very comfortable routine that then we outgrow. And we go through these cycles. Once we outgrow that cycle, we start a new one and we feel that discomfort all over again. However, we start to remember that we keep going through this cycle and it's the whole point. We get to continue to upgrade, and with that choice and that awareness, we go through these cycles. Or we can choose to stay stuck. Or we can choose to pause. Everything's okay. It's your experience. It's your rhythm. It's your timing. The only question is, are you here now? And if you're here now, what do you want? You are in a state of infinite possibility and nothingness. And you get to choose. You have been choosing. So what will support you in this moment? Focus on what you're creating, what you're becoming, who you are. Celebrate how hard you have worked to stay focused and stay on your path to become this version of you. Celebrating your willingness, your tenacity, your courage to continue to face each day. No matter what. You found the strength to get here, and you have overcome so much just to be here now. How amazing is that? How strong are you? How courageous are you? And what are you going to do with that now? Where is that taking you right now? Where are you going to take that energy, that love, that commitment, and how is that serving you today? How are you going to continue to stay focused on your peace, your presence? If you have a color or something that you use to remind you, start breathing that in now. Letting that color or that visual surround you and just fill you with peace internally and externally, letting it radiate from the inside out, reminding you that this is your power. Feeling that pure presence, that pure peace surrounding you, inhaling it and exhaling it. Knowing that the more you practice this and that your daily practice is strengthening this becoming your new normal. It's strengthening your ability to just be versus react. And to embody this peace and bring it throughout your day. Because you choose to, because you practice. Because peace is a power that is cultivated with time, practice, and repetition. Just like everything else, it is a muscle to be built. And right now, you are building an extremely solid foundation of internal peace that you get to bask in and stay in and normalize as you slowly bring your awareness back and stay in this peace. Because peace is a practice until it becomes a power. A daily dose of peace. Stay.